Hello, it's Andrew Howard from Boating New Zealand. We finally have another great day on the Hauraki Gulf, and today we're out on the Legacy L35. It's a beautiful day, it looks a cracking boat. Very excited to get out and see what she's all about. Whakatane's Shore family have produced high quality, award-winning aluminium trailer boats for over 20 years. It is the family behind the renowned extreme aluminium trailer boat range, but Glenshore always wanted to build offshore cruising boats capable of completing voyages beyond the scope of most trailer boats. So the Shore family drew upon its boating DNA to create Legacy Marine, producing a range of high quality aluminium motor yachts to fulfill that goal. The very first Legacy 35 was built for the team behind Hauraki Express. Hauraki Express is a water, taxi and fishing charter business, which means it has high expectations of its fleet. Vessels must be able to cope with adverse weather and sea stay conditions, have a decent range and good fuel economy, with the ability to carry big payloads for their size. For Hauraki Express, the knowledge that their new boat came from a builder with deep understanding of how to manufacture durable aluminium boats that last the distance was just as important. The Legacy 35 was designed by the world-famous New Zealand-based Motion team. Craig, a naval architect, and Andrew, a specialist composites engineer, are part of the brains trust behind the design and were hands-on throughout the project. This level of thinking and support, along with the Legacy's exceptional build quality, will give any Legacy owner peace of mind. The L35 is the smallest in the Legacy range, designed to meet Lloyd's standards. With an overall length of 10.58 metres, the L35 fits easily into an 11 metre berth. With a beam of 3.31 metres and a draft of 0.8 metres and a wet weight of 9 tonne, the boat feels solid, confident and well suited to family overnighting. We took Awatea, the first L35, out for a morning. She has a single Cummins QSB 6.7 litre, 550 horsepower engine mated to a shaft-driven, 4-bladed propeller tucked into a tunnel under the hull. The tunnel accommodates a large diameter propeller for increased efficiency, reduced draft and improved dynamic stability at speed. The propeller is positioned well aft to keep the drive shaft angle shallow, which optimises horizontal thrust. There are twin rudders, one on each side of the tunnel, to provide accurate steering. The large propeller diameter also reduces blade loading, and during the testing session we could not create any cavitation at all, let alone get the boat to feel unstable. For all of these design benefits, a reluctance to steer in reverse, unless using prop torque, is a downside of the L35 single engine installation, but it is mitigated by the boat's stern and bow thruster setup, which work very well. At planing speeds, zip wakes ensured optimal trim for the conditions and the load. At wide open throttle and fairly calm conditions, the test boat moved along at 27 to 28 knots, using 106 litres of diesel per hour. Our cruising speed of 21 knots at 2,850 revs per minute used 75 litres per hour, and at 8 knots trolling speed the fuel burn was 10 litres per hour. That is efficient cruising for a planing monohull of these proportions, and given that the boat carries 750 litres of fuel, 150 litres of fresh water and a water maker, there is plenty of scope to clock up the nautical miles and the memories between refills. Cruising back to the marina at the end of our test, we ran the boat at 24 knots and a 20-knot wind with a moderate chop, and we can report that the ride was smooth for the conditions and surprisingly quiet. The L35 design is a clear example of what is possible with such a versatile design. The test boat is used commercially and worked very hard, but it is so well finished and set up that it could easily be the pride and joy of a couple or a family wanting long weekends or cruising around the coast. For the angler, this boat delivers. The layout and size of the rear cockpit mean that several people can happily fish at the same time without clambering over one another. The teak-capped gunwales are high enough to leverage off when pulling up a hapuka or fighting kingfish, and the coamings are wide enough to sit on comfortably when needed. When the Legacy's game poles deliver a game fish strike, the cockpit helm station's joystick control makes it easy for the skipper to back up on the fish, and the self-draining cockpit's twin scuppers are enormous should any water slop over the transom. The test boat is fitted with 4 12-volt electric reel receivers, a live bait tank, tuna tubes and a kill tank set up to pump out the water and any mess. There are rod holders everywhere, which swivel to suit different fishing duties, and the undergunnel side shelves have plenty of storage space too. There is enough space to install a game chair as well. For cruisers, this boat also delivers. Stepping down from the galley and dining area, the companionway stairs are wide and safe with a big grab rail for security if moving around the boat underway. The port cabin has a decent double berth. The front cabin has 4 good-sized single berths. There are ample storage areas under the front cabin's lower bunks. The head and shower compartment are to starboard with full head height and spacious enough to actually use. The galley is nicely proportioned with a large sink, a modest but sufficient counter space for food prep. The hob and oven are large enough to cook a roast dinner with trimmings. The dining table is large enough to seat 4 to 5 adults around it. And opposite the stove under the galley seating is the isotherm fridge. The captain's chair at the helm station was comfortable and provided excellent visibility around the boat. The front windscreen is in 3 sections, providing a lot of strength, and each section has its own windscreen wiper. The console and dashboard, which has a soft finish, allow brilliant clarity of the twin Ray Marine MFDs, which have the typical array of functions including radar and a sonar with a powerful 1 kilowatt transducer. The test boat is equipped with C-Zone, with easy to access control panels to operate the system, positioned all over the boat. Behind the captain's chair is an internet and satellite ready pop-up television. The saloon's sunroof operates electrically and leaves enough roof space for solar panels and roof racks for storing toys or a tender. The saloon's large stainless steel framed glass doors feel solid and are well finished. When these open, these bifolding doors provide excellent access to and from the boat's interior, which combined with the aft-facing, electrically operated window behind the dining table does a great job of connecting the interior with the exterior. When conditions are unpleasant, they can be closed and kept watertight. A small diesel heater might be a valuable addition for weekends away during these colder months. In the cockpit, on the port side, is an electric barbecue powered by the onboard genset. To starboard is a chest freezer, an excellent place to store fishing bait, the catch, or food for longer voyages. There is a saltwater deck wash to the starboard and a freshwater shower to the port. The swim platform aft extends across the boat's full beam and is deep enough to easily enter and exit the water. Sturdy steps give access to the vessel's side decks, with the walk-around of foredeck bounded by a 2-inch thick bell rail. For anyone planning on using the L35 for a lot of overnighting, I'd recommend installing a removable canopy over the entire rear cockpit area, perhaps using the rod holders for poles. Once enclosed, the cockpit would be an ideal space for camping or keeping wet dogs out of the weather, but also keeping them out of the cabin. This is an easy boat to live with and like. The cleats are large, the transom walk-through is generously sized, and all the boat systems are straightforward. Soft edges and soft touch surfaces make for a better passenger experience, and I was struck by how the whole boating experience aboard the L35 was surprisingly quiet. The L35 is not a large boat, it is a small launch. There is a lot to like about this boat, from its excellent fishability, its versatility, modest operating costs, and the exceptional roominess. But one major highlight, and this goes to the heart of the team behind Legacy Marine, is the build quality. Legacy's attention to detail is superb, and getting the details right has a very real impact on the overall experience of any boat. And pushing the boundaries, the Legacy team may have well created a genuine all-rounder in aluminium.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.